I'm John Stanmeyer, and I'm actually a human being, and then I'm a photographer. I prefer it that way. If there's anything I could share, realize that you're just a human being, and photography is many, many different layers to where you actually sort of touch that. First of all, I think we have to look at the word social media and realize that we're calling it the wrong thing. Social media is a nice term that was drawn up by whoever invented it, but what social media really means, it's self-publishing. You are a publisher. So erase, if you can, or suppress, or try to spin the reality that you are socializing within media, but you are the publisher. But if there's anything that's unique and important, is it's the brand of yourself. The building the brand, or building the weight and measure of what you are engaged in and what you're passionate on. And so it is an interaction with other fellow human beings in the act of being social, but in the act of publishing, in turn building a network, a community of people that are engaged and you hope fascinated on the things that you're fascinated about, because everything is just so unbelievably incredible in this world, whether it's right the ground beneath your feet, or it's over that mountain or across that sea. And so it's that communication, and it's this global communication that we have a tremendous power now to interact with. It is called self-publishing. It is building the brand of yourself in connection to interacting with other media outlets, to collectively build the brand for all, build communication. What also I think is crucial is interacting with your subscribers. When I look at a comment that somebody makes on a photograph that I may publish on this entity that we call Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or what other things will be later, those are letters to the editor. We've all had the honor and privilege to work for magazines or newspapers or whatever, and you never there was a wall or a division between the content creator, the artist, the photographer, and the editorial department, and the editorial department received letters, and we called them letters to the editor. Well, to me, every message or every note that you receive under that photograph or under that statement is a letter to you, the editor. That's an incredible privilege to be able to interact and communicate to other human beings on this incredible planet that we live on. Take the time to respond as an editor. The editor of yourself, the brand of yourself, the entity of what you are passionate about, to communicate as a response, as it is a letter to the editor, you the communicator. Never before have we had this tremendous power to interact with others. It's not just the visual communication, it's not just the audible communication, or it's the written word. It's this huge collaboration that reaches to such a sort of a majestic potential. And I think I firmly believe we are living in the most fascinating period of time, of communication, of opportunity. Should we be scared and worried? Absolutely not. We should be wallowing in the absolute potential. It almost seems overwhelming because we don't know where it's going, and that's the fascinating thing.